Hi guys, welcome to week 5 of the Get Active Challenge. So thanks again for joining us. On this week we're going to just be progressing the exercises a little bit more. So in the previous week we did a lot of work on strengthening and really working those muscles for balance and strength, but didn't focus too much on the cardiovascular side of things. So today we're just going to try and increase the cardiovascular side, get that heart rate up a little bit and get that cardiovascular system working. So how it's going to work, we've got 4 circuits to do, so they're 8 minutes long. We're going to have a cardiovascular block of 8 minutes, which is going to be boxing focused, so it's going to be a little bit of fun. Then we're going to go into some leg work. So again, in the past we've done a lot of circuits where it's been upper body then lower body, whereas this is predominantly just legs in one block. So again, that's just going to increase the difficulty a bit. Then we've got another cardio circuit, then we've got some upper body and some core. As always, there's progressions and regressions to make it easier and to make it harder, and you can rest whenever you need to. So make sure you're working at your own pace and enjoy. We'll get straight to that live Zoom session. So as normal, we're just going to march on the spot, just get everything moving. So nice and light on those feet, picking those knees up, head and chest up, core in nice and tight. And just allow that heart rate to raise up. So a little bit of boxing work today, so we're going to get those arms and legs nice and warm. And we'll get going. So to start us off with, just nice big shoulder circles in any direction, because we're going to be going both ways. Keep picking those feet up off the floor just to raise that heart rate. I'm going to start off small, and then as we start to mobilize those shoulders, we can take them a little bit bigger, really get into that shoulder joint. Keep picking those feet up. Perfect, and opposite direction. So getting those arms nice and warm. Like I said, we're going to be doing some little bit of boxing work, so that's going to involve the upper body. It's going to involve the core, so we just want to mobilize the upper body, we want to switch on that core and make sure we're ready to go. Good, just going to open up that chest, so diagonal, up and out to the sides, up and out to the side. So we're stretching that chest out, squeeze that upper back, get that upper back nice and warm. Perfect, keep picking those feet up. Just allow that heart rate to raise up slowly, loosen off. Perfect, and then we've done this one before. We're going to pop those elbows up to 90 degrees and just rotate. So keep those elbows nice and high, warm up those rotator cuff muscles, get those shoulders nice and warm, keep picking those feet up. Excellent, so just really make sure those shoulders are warm, loosen off, and then we'll be ready to go. Perfect, just going to get that posterior chain involved with those arms. So what we're going to do is drop into a bit of a swing. So we're going to lean forward, lengthen these hamstrings out, and just swing the arms through. So you're leaning forward, leaning backwards, weights through the heels, and we're trying to really stretch these hamstrings out and then drive the hips forward. So we're just loosening off, keep the core in nice and tight, and this back should be nice and straight. So point that bottom backwards, just warm up those hamstrings, keep those arms moving. Excellent. And then just into some rotation, so just on the spot, we're just going to rotate side to side, just mobilize around the spine, core in nice and tight, twist at those hips, and just wake everything up, loosen off. Perfect, and then one that we've done before, we're going to be stepping backwards, get those legs involved, push this heel down into the ground, reach up in the air, and change legs. So step back and reach, step back and reach. Take your time, push that back heel down, stretch those calves out, get those legs nice and warm, keep those shoulders moving. Excellent, guys. And relax there, perfect, good. Give everything a bit of a shake, have yourselves a drink if you need one, and then we're going to get into the first round. First round of exercises, like I said, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 4 exercises, twice round is going to total 8 minutes. A little bit of boxing, a little bit of cardio. So the first exercise, we're going to step forwards, punch, punch, step backwards, punch, punch, okay? Nice and straightforward. The faster we go, the harder that's going to be. The slower we go, the easier it is, okay? So 45 seconds work, I'm going to set the timer, and then we're going to get straight into it. So 3, 2, 1, we step in, punch, punch, step back, punch, punch, let's go. So just getting those arms and legs moving, cores in nice and tight, getting those steps in for the day as well, just staying on the move. So we're just allowing this heart rate to raise up, a little bit of cardio work. Like I said, if you want to make it easier, you just slow it down. Step in, punch, punch, step out, punch, punch. Just take your time. If you want to make it harder, we can obviously speed that up, okay? I'll give you the other exercises in the 15-second rest. So just staying on the move, in and out. We've got 10 more seconds, doing really well. Keeping it going, well done. 3, 2, and 1, perfect. 15 seconds, allow that heart rate to just recover a little bit. Next one, we're just gonna drop into a little mini squat. So we're not too low, but we're holding these legs and we're going to be hooking. Core in nice and tight, and we're rotating around that spine, okay? 3, 2, 1. So a little bend of the knees and hook those arms round. So these legs are working to hold us into position. This core needs to be switched on, so we're nice and stable around the spine. Make sure we send those hips backwards, and that back is nice and straight. Okay, so really strengthening up the core, getting the arms moving. If your legs get tired, just stand it up, keep punching, give your legs a little rest, and then you can just squat it back down and carry on. Good job, so just getting that heart rate up, keep moving, squeeze your core, squeeze your legs, nearly there, 5 seconds, hold that position nice and strong, 3, 2, 1, perfect, little breather. Next one, we're going to be facing forward, we're going to go punch, punch, and then knee, knee, into the hands, punch, punch, knee, knee. If you don't feel confident lifting your knee that high, punch, punch, and just pick a foot up, pick a foot up. So you don't need to come as high, okay? 3, 2, 1, we are in. So punch, punch, knee drive, punch, punch, knee drive, knee drive. So we're staying on the move, working that balance as well as we shift over onto one foot. Keep that core in tight, keep that chest up. If you don't feel confident lifting your knee up this high, just pick that foot up off the ground and then the other foot up off the ground. So we're still moving, we're still working those uppers and lowers, and we're working that core as well. Drive that knee through, stay on the move, really good work. 5 seconds, keep it up. Arms and legs, 3, 2, and 1, perfect. Last exercise of the first round, we're going round twice. Is similar to number 2. We're going to squat down, hold these legs, and we're coming straight up for an uppercut. So working those arms, hold these legs. In 3, 2, 1, we're in. Little squat down and come straight through. So cores in nice and tight, work those shoulders. Don't just bend the knees, remember, so we're off the heels are off the floor. We want to send those hips back, weights through the heels. Cores in nice and tight, hold these legs strong. If you want to make it harder, you can sink a bit lower and hold it into those legs more. If you want to make it easier, come higher. And if those legs get tired, lock them out, keep your arms moving, and then you can always drop back down. Perfect, 5 seconds, keep working, well done. 3, 2, and 1, brilliant. Have 15 seconds again, let that heart rate come down. Exactly the same exercises one more time. So we're back to stepping in, punch, punch, stepping out, punch, punch. So staying on the move, doing really well. One more round, 3, 2, 1. So we're in, punch, punch, out, punch, punch. In, punch, punch, out, punch, punch. Good. Keeping it going front to back. If you haven't got much space where you are, you can always work side to side. Okay, as long as we're keeping those feet moving, in and out. Good work. If you want to make it harder, we can go faster. Remember, always working at your own pace. You know your limits. You know from the first round now if it was a hard exercise or an easy exercise. So if it was hard, take it a bit easier on this second round. If it was easy, feel free to push yourself a little bit more. Well done, guys. So a little bit more cardio this week. Just going to work that cardiovascular system a bit more. Keep that heart healthy. 3, 2, 1. Good. 15 seconds. Slow it all down. We've got the hooks again. Really keep this core engaged to really keep that spine nice and rigid and straight so we don't get any injuries. So chest up, squat down, off we go. Hooks, hold in those legs. Keep that elbow high, work around the body. So we're nice and rigid in this core, a little bit of anti-rotation so we're not spinning or twisting around anywhere. That's going to help strengthen up the core, keep that spine strong, reduce injuries, and we're holding these legs. You should be sat on your heels, you should be able to wiggle your toes. Perfect, staying on the move, keep it going. Doing really well. 2 exercises after this one, then we've got a rest. Keep it going, core in tight, keep working. 5 seconds, guys, keep it up. 3, 2, 1, great job. Again, 15 seconds. Catch that breath, nice deep breaths, take your time. Perfect, next up is the punch, punch, knee drive, knee drive. Staying on the move, core in tight, work that balance. 3, 2, 1, nice and strong, punch, punch, pick that knee up. So shift that body weight over onto the opposite leg, remember, and then that's going to help with our balance. Core in nice and tight when you drive that knee through. Excellent job. So we're staying on the move. If you want to make it easy, remember, pick a foot up, punch, punch, foot up, foot up. Keep that core in nice and tight. As long as we're moving, that's excellent, guys. Keep it going. Good stuff. One more to go after this one. 10 seconds, good work. Brilliant stuff, keep it up. 5, good, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, slow it down, 15 seconds, catch that breath back. Excellent job. Last exercise, so we've got the uppercuts to finish off. Hold these legs nice and strong. In 3, 2, 1, just little squat down, and we're coming straight up and through. So we've got to hold it in these legs because the momentum's going to pull our legs up. So you might end up doing like a little pulsy motion, but just keep these legs strong. Keep your chest up, don't fold forward and punch. Let's keep that chest up, sit back onto the heels and come straight through. Perfect, keeping it going, well done. Sit onto those heels, drive those arms through. Keep working, well done. 10 seconds, and then we've got a minute rest. Great work, keep it up. Perfect, keep moving. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Perfect, well done. Have a breather, take a minute rest, guys. Okay guys, so back into round number 2, we're going to work those legs. So we've got 4 leg exercises to go back to back twice round for 8 minutes. Take the options if you need to. I'll show you this first one, we'll get straight to it. So this first one we did a couple of weeks ago, so you should be familiar with it. It's just a nice straightforward sit to stand. So head and chest up, sitting down, driving through those heels into the ground, okay? To make that harder, we can just try and tap and come through. To make it easier, we can use those arms for a bit of momentum to help get us up, or we can use your hands to push up and out of the seat, okay? Take whatever option you need to, 45 seconds, setting that timer in 3, 2, 1. So nice and strong, knees out to the sides, push through that chair. Keep that head and chest up. I quite like to use my arms as a counterbalance, but you don't need to. Whatever's best for you. Make sure those knees don't come in. You want to push those knees out to the sides switch these glutes off, get these legs working, get them activated. If we sat down a lot, they switch off. Core's in tight, chest is nice and proud. Work at your own pace. Like I said, if you want to make it harder, you can try and tap and come straight through, a bit more tension. If that's hard enough, we can use those arms for a bit of momentum, just to help come up out of the chair, or we can push out. Good, 3, 2, and 1, perfect, good. Have a little breather. Next exercise, we're going to stand behind your chair. We're going to go nice and wide, okay? Use your chair for support. We're just going to bend one knee, send those hips backwards, nice long leg, and then up to the middle, bend the other knee up to the middle, okay? Send those hips back. Off we go, give that one a try. I'm going to show you side on. So I want to make sure we're driving those hips back and the weight is through your heel. Keep that chest up, use the chair for support. So remember, we've got to make it harder, we can sink lower and really push through that leg. If you want to make it easier, we just stay a little bit higher. Shift across. Don't push your knee forward, you should be sending your bottom backwards so there's no shearing force through that knee. And we're just working that side to side motion. Use the chair for support. You can help push up if you need to. 3, 2, 1, perfect. And then a bit of isolation work for your glutes. We're going to combine a couple of exercises we've done before. We're going to go straight leg, kick back, and then out to the side. So nice and controlled, out to the side. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So squeeze this glute, and then center, out to the side, center. So it's nice and controlled. Lift that foot up, squeeze your glute. If we want to make it easier, we don't go as far. Just work on a smaller motion. You can put your foot down on the floor if you need to. If you want to make it harder, you can add in a little pause. So a little 1-2 second pause. Really get these muscles working around those hips. It's going to help strengthen up your hips. It's going to help with your balance. Good job. Squeeze those glutes. Use your chair to stay balanced as well. 5, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Shake that leg off. Exactly the same on the other leg, and that makes up one circuit of the first round. Okay, I'm just going to go this way so you can also see from a different angle. Core in nice and tight. Off we go. So nice long leg, backwards and sideways. Core's in nice and tight, head and chest up. Try not to lean over or arch your back. We want the movement coming from the glute. And as always, remember to squeeze this standing leg. The standing leg should have a slight bend in the knee. That's going to activate those muscles around the knee. That's going to help with stability. That standing leg's got to hold all of your body weight, so it's also working quite hard as well. So really squeeze that standing leg and keep working that moving leg. It's quite a tough one. Rest when you need to. Pop your feet down if you need to. 5. Good. 3, 2, 1, excellent. Now we're back to the start. One more time through that, guys. Well done. So we're back to a sit to stand. Those glutes might be a little bit tired now, so you might feel them kicking in a little bit more. So nice solid base in 3, 2, 1. Take that seat and stand it back up. Keep that posture. Head and chest is up. Use your arms if you need to as a counterbalance, and use them for some assistance if you need it. So swings or pushing up out of the seat. Pace yourself though, it's quite a tough one, it's a big muscle group. Focus on the form. So the boxing work is more about speed and getting your heart rate up. This one's more about control, working those muscles, getting them nice and strong. Perfect, keep it going, 5 seconds. Good job, 3, 2, 1, excellent. Little breather, 15 seconds, 3 exercises to go. Round the back of that chair, we're going wide with those feet. So make sure you go a bit wider, because if you're too narrow, you'll struggle to shift your weight, okay? So take those feet out, 3, 2, 1, send your hips backwards, keep your chest up. So you're bending your knee, but also bending at the hip, okay? Send those hips back. Don't just push the knee forward, because you might feel it a little bit in the knee. rather than in the leg muscles. So weight through your heel, send your hips backwards. If you want to make it harder, sink a bit lower. Use that chair to help push you back up. Or we can just keep it nice and shallow. Keep pushing through those heels. So our squats and our lunges, they're always front to back movements. So it's quite nice to get some side to side working as well. Good, 3, 2, and 1, perfect. And then we've got the kick back to the leg raise. So again, I'll show you from a different angle. Squeeze that glute, nice and strong. 5 seconds, guys. 2 exercises on this round to go. 3, 2, 1. Chest up, long leg back, and long leg out to the side. So this upper body shouldn't really be moving much at all. All the movement's happening around the hip. So really squeeze that leg. And remember to keep squeezing your standing leg as well. It's going to be quite tough on that standing leg. Slight bend in the knee. Pop that foot down whenever you need to, have a rest. Make the movement smaller if you need to. Just work at your own pace as always. 10 seconds, guys. Well done. Keep squeezing those glutes. Good job. 5. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Shake that leg off. And then we've got the same on the other leg. So again, I'll show you from a slightly different angle. Core in tight, try not to move that upper body. Squeeze those glutes. Last one of the round. 3, 2, 1. Nice straight leg. Squeeze the glutes. And then squeeze those glutes. Nice. Slight bend in that knee. So that standing leg has got a slight bend in the knee. That's holding us strong. All the movement's coming from those hips. And we're not really moving that upper body anywhere. Perfect. Keep it going. 20 seconds, then we've got another breather. Doing really well. Got another round of cardio next, so we're going to do some different boxing exercises. Keep it up, well done. 10 more seconds, doing really good. Then we're going to finish with some upper body and core for the final round. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect, take a minute. Okay guys, so round number 3, we're going to be working on some cardio again, so a little bit of boxing, 45 seconds work, 15 rest as normal, twice round, 8 minutes. First exercise, we are going to be shifting our weight into a squat position, okay? We're going to come down and try and shift across, and as we come up, punch, punch. So you shift across, punch, punch. So we're doing a little dodge, little duck, staying nice and low, and shifting your weight side to side. If you struggle with the shift, you can just come down, punch, punch up, down, punch, punch up. So as long as we're moving, that's perfectly fine, okay? 45 seconds work, we'll get that timer on, and I'll give you the other exercises in the rest period. So 3, 2, 1, so down and under, punch, punch, down and under, punch, punch. Make sure you're sitting onto those heels. Okay, so we're not bending the knees forward, we're sending the hips backwards and shifting that weight from one leg to the other. So it's quite a good one to shift that body weight, it's quite good for balance. Keep your core in nice and tight, keep that chest up. Should have a nice straight back so we're not hunched over like this. Push that chest through, shift that body weight. If you're struggling to shift, little squat, punch, punch. Little squat, punch, punch. Well done, keeping it going. Keep moving, 5 seconds. Nice and low. 3, 2, 1. Good job on that one. Perfect. Little breather. Next one. We're going to pretend we are skipping, okay? So, all we're going to do is roll your feet up onto the ball of your foot, and we're also going to get those arms moving as well. So it looks like you're skipping, get your arms and legs moving. If you want to make it harder, you can turn that into a light jog, but it's up to you, okay? Off we go. So you just roll onto the ball of the foot, head and chest up. So you're basically just picking up your toes, getting those arms moving as well. That's going to keep those shoulders working. And we're just keeping those feet moving. That's just going to help keep our heart rate elevated, nice low impact. Like I said, if you do want to make it harder, there is a bit of impact there, but you can start picking those feet up into a march or like a light jog. That will make it a lot harder, okay? Whatever you can manage. If you're struggling with just coordination in general, just calf raise it up and down. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Have a breather. Good. Next one, we are going to be adding a little dodge again. So you're going to plant your feet facing forwards. We're going to lean to the side. So we're working down this side to squeeze you back up. Punch, punch. Lean to the side. Punch, punch. Lean to the side. Okay. Core in nice and tight. Off we go. So chest is proud. Punch, punch. Drop your shoulder. Punch, punch. Drop your shoulder. So you should feel this oblique squeezing to lift you back up. Make sure you don't lean forward or anything like that. We want to be going side to side. So you can see from side on, drop that shoulder, punch, punch, drop that shoulder. So we're working those arms, but you should really feel that around that core, okay? To make it easier, you just don't go as far. Just move your head slightly, move your head slightly, okay? Quite a functional one. Good. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And then the last one, we're going to have a nice solid position and we're going to be going fast punches. Just moving those arms, keeping that core in tight. 5 seconds, guys, and then one more round of that. Do it really well. 3, 2, 1. Solid position, and we're in. Let's go. Get those arms moving, keep that head and chest up, back's nice and straight, full range of motion, all the way in, all the way out. Don't hunch over like this. Let's tuck that pelvis back and keep that back straight. Keep those arms moving, driving it out. Just work at your own pace. If you want to push harder, you can go faster. If you want to make it easier, slow it down. And if you need a rest at any point, take a rest. Good job, keep it going. 10 seconds, guys, keep moving. And then once more through those exercises. 5, good job. 3, 2, and 1, perfect. 15 seconds. Shake those arms off, just let that heart rate come down, get recovered. Get that body used to elevating the heart rate, coming back down. Elevate, come back down. That's going to speed your recovery up. Okay guys, we're back to the start, so one more time. We're shifting side to side. So nice solid position, we're down and up. Off we go. So you're trying to shift that body weight side to side. Head and chest is up. Sit back into your heels and coming up and through. Up and through. If you want to make that a little bit easier, just on the spot, squat, up, squat, up, okay? Whatever you can manage, whatever feels best for you. The shift is a little bit difficult to coordinate, but just make sure we go down and up, down and up. Sit back into those legs. 10 seconds, guys, well done. Keep it going. Excellent, 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, perfect. 15 seconds, have a breather. Excellent, and then we've got that skip in. So we can either roll onto the ball of the foot, okay, or we can just pick those feet up a little bit if you wanted to do so. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and skipping it out. So we're getting those feet moving, nice and tall, chest up. We're moving those arms, may feel a bit silly, but it gets those arms and legs moving together. Burn a few more calories. Excellent, keep it going. If you want to make it harder, like I said, pick it up. Good, and if the coordination is just really hard, just give me some calf raises up onto your toes, squeeze those calves instead, keeping it going. Perfect. Keep working, last time we're doing this one, 10 seconds. Staying on the move. Brilliant, 5 seconds, good work. 3, 2, 1, and little breather, well done, 2 to go. Next up is the punch, punch, and the slip side to side. Keep this core in tight to pull yourself back up. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So punch, punch, slip, punch, punch, slip. So you're just dropping that shoulder, but keeping your chest up. So you're not leaning forwards or backwards, you're just side to side. Nice solid base. Should really feel this work in that core. Quite a good functional one, helps strengthen up around the spine. Bit of lateral flexion, work the obliques down the sides. Good, 20 seconds, keep it going. Keep that core in tight, keep working. 15, well done, keep it up. Last time you're doing this one as well, one more exercise after this, then we've got a minute rest, and then you're into that final round. Great work guys, last 5. Keep it up, 3, 2, 1, good job, slow it down. And then the last one to finish this round is those fast punches, getting those arms moving, core in tight, nice solid base. We're going in 5 guys, last one. So nice strong position, little bend in the knees, and we're in, let's go. Moving those arms, nice and strong around the core, chest is up. Finish this round strong, keep it going, well done. Excellent job, sit into those heels, holding it in those legs, holding it in your core, and just allowing those arms to move, full range of motion. If you need to make it harder, you can go faster. If you want to make it easier, we slow it down. Good job, well done. 15 to go then. Keep it going, we've got a rest after this one, doing really good. 10 seconds, guys. Good, final push, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, have a breather. Okay guys, so final round, a little bit of upper body, a little bit of core work, like I said. First exercise, it depends on your chair, depends on your surface, so I'll give you a few options. We're going to try some tricep dips. So we want a nice solid base through the heels, holding onto the back of your chair, pointing those elbows backwards and pushing through. Okay, the more you push with your arms, the harder it's going to be. And then you've got your legs there to help you up. Use those legs for balance and assistance, okay? If you don't feel confident in that position, if your chair's wobbly or the surface is slippery, just try some press-ups like we've done before, but we'll go a little bit narrower on the grip and let those elbows brush by the sides just to work the triceps a bit more. So we're just lowering that chest down and pushing up, okay? So try the dips or you've got the normal press-ups, okay? 45 seconds. I'll give you the other exercises in the rest period. In 3, 2, 1, when you're ready. So weights through the heels, head and chest is up, point those elbows backwards. Quite a tough one, so pace yourself. Keep that position strong. If your arms get tired, you can just stand it up, have a little rest. If you don't feel confident with your arms behind you, just give me some normal chair push-ups off the back of that chair, keeping that back straight and lowering down. Obviously, the lower you go, the harder it's going to be on both exercises. Use those legs for balance and support. Go nice and wide with your stance. So you can push with your legs or push with your arms. 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, perfect. Right, take in that chair, we're going to take a seat. Core in nice and tight, like we've done in previous workouts. We're going to lean back slightly just to activate that core. We're going to hold that position strong and we're going to be punching, okay? So nice solid position in 3, 2, 1. So we're on the edge of your chair, lean back slightly to activate the core and we're punching those arms. So the movement of those arms is going to add in a bit of rotation and we've got to keep that core nice and solid to keep us fixed. If it's a bit hard, just sit a bit higher. As long as we're squeezing that core and activating that core, that's great. We want a nice straight back, so don't just sink into the chair and lean forward. Keep your chest up. You're gonna feel it in your abs, your lower back, your obliques. Everything's working nice and strong, like a canister around that spine to help strengthen up the core. Perfect, guys. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just sit that up. Have a breather. Next one, we're going to do seated. Again, that's going to work the core a bit as well, so keep that chest nice and proud, core in tight. We're going to come up and out to the sides, across to the middle, and then squeeze the back of those shoulders, back to the middle, back to the sides, and down, okay? Off we go. So you're out to the sides, middle, squeeze high, back to the middle, sides, down. If you want to make that easier, you just come to the middle, and then you go back out again, so you don't lift overhead, okay? If you want to make that easier. If you're happy to do so, keep it going. Really squeeze the back of those shoulders. So we're just working the shoulder, the front of the shoulder in front, and then the back of the shoulder as we come behind. If you want to, again, if you want to make it easier, we can make those limbs a bit shorter, make the lever length a bit shorter, and we don't have to lift up. If you want to make it harder, just keep those arms long, keep working through those reps. Chest nice and proud, core in tight. 3, 2, 1, good. And then the final exercise, similar to number 2, we are going to lean back slightly, activate that core, and now we're hooking. So there's even more rotation. You got to hold that core in nice and strong and be nice and solid. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So slightly back, swinging those arms round, but keep this core nice and tight. Back's nice and straight, abs are working, lower back's working. Obliques on the sides. If it's a bit hard, just sit forward. As long as there's a slight lean back, you'll feel that core switch on. So keep pulling it in, keep it nice and tight. If you want to make it really hard, you can come back just before your back touches the chair. That's going to be pretty difficult. Okay, whichever range you can manage, just maintain your posture. 5 seconds. Good job. 3, 2, and 1, perfect. 15 seconds, one more round. So we're back to the dips or the push-ups. Last time through, guys, flying round, well done. We're going in, 3, 2, 1, solid base, bend those elbows straight down. So you're not pushing the chair away, we're pushing it into the ground. Use those legs, nice strong squat position. But again, if that's a bit uncomfortable or doesn't feel too safe or secure, just keep those feet close, chest over, back straight, and pushing up and down off that chair. Try not to let that back arch, keep it nice and straight. If you want to make that one harder, the feet can go back, okay? 15 seconds, whichever way you can manage, keep it going, up and down. Point your elbows backwards. Good work, well done. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, perfect. Have a breather, 3 to go. Back to the core. Good job, guys. So nice solid base, slight lean backwards, and we've got those straight punches to get us going. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Nice and solid, punching it out. A little bit of rotation. Maintain that posture. Chest is up. Core's engaged. Pull that core in. Rib cage down. Excellent. Nice and strong. If it's a bit hard, sit a little bit higher. Keep those arms moving. Think about pulling those abs in tight. 15 seconds. Well done. Keep it up. Good work. Keep moving. Rest when you need to. If you need a rest, take a rest. And then try and get a couple more out. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Little breather. Maintain that posture, try not to hunch over. Good, and then we've got those arm raises, so lat raise, front raise. So 5 seconds, nice and tall, core in tight, maintain good posture, and we're in. Long arms, sides, middle, up nice and high, and let's keep it nice and controlled. So keep those arms long. Your shoulders are going to be a bit tired from all the boxing. We're just isolating those shoulder muscles now, just to keep them strong in different directions. Think about that posture so we don't end up hunched over. If you're on computers and various things like that, we're going to be in that position already. Keep that chest up. If you want to make it easier, we don't go overhead, so we just come to the middle and back down. If you want to make it even easier, slightly shorter lever length, bend those elbows. Good, 3, 2, and 1, perfect. Final exercise, guys, well done. We've got those hooks to finish, squeezing this core in. Last one, then we'll have a quick breather, and then we'll have a stretch. Good, in 3, 2, 1, slight lean back, core's in tight, and we're hooking. Maintain that strong position, chest is proud. Lean back as far as you feel comfortable to do so. If it's uncomfortable, sit a little bit higher. Keep that back nice and straight. Well done, big finish, keep it going. Final exercise, then we'll have a little rest. Good work. 15 seconds to go, keep it going. Keep those arms moving. 10 seconds, well done. Good job, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, guys. Have a breather, grab a drink. Okay, so a little stretch to finish, guys. Same as normal. We're just going to get into those hip flexors. So we're going to take one leg in front of the other, bending that front leg, straighten the back leg out. We're going to drive these hips forward. You use your chair for balance, and we're just going to get into those hip flexors. So we do this one quite a lot, but if you've sat down quite a lot of the day, they can get quite tight. And we have done a lot of marching and moving, so again, they'll be a little bit tight. So just leaning backwards, stretch down the front of that hip flexor, little loosen off, and just allow that heart rate to come down as we finish, instead of just rushing straight off. Good, and change leg, opposite leg in front, bend the front leg, straighten the back leg, open up that hip. Good, just quick little stretch, nothing too crazy. Just get those muscles back to their resting length and allow that heart rate to come down. Brilliant. And then using that chair like we normally do, we're going to be pushing that heel down into the ground, so head and chest is up, and drive this back heel down. So we're just going to get into those calf muscles. They'll be tight from marching, they'll be tight from the skipping type stuff we did, and if you do a lot of walking as well, those calves are going to tighten up. So just a quick little loosener, drive that heel down, and change your leg. Good, push that back heel into the ground. Brilliant work on those, well done. Good stuff, and then we don't need the chair. Just gonna get into those shoulders. So one arm across the front, stretch across that shoulder, the back of the shoulder as well. Work those arms quite hard today with all the boxing, and then a bit of upper body as well. So just loosen off that upper body, it can get quite tight. Good, and changing arm. Just big long arm, using that other arm to pull it back. Excellent stuff. Brilliant, and then nice long arm coming down the back, stretching those triceps out from those dips, getting into those lats as well. If you struggle to get your hand overhead, you can just push that arm backwards as far as you can do. And just taking your time, guys. Good, and change arms. Quite a good one for shoulder mobility as well, but like I said, if you struggle to get behind, try and just bring one arm up and just pushing it backwards, and just get to where you can. Perfect, and give everything a bit of a shake off. Give yourselves a little clap at home, guys. Well done. Great work, guys. Thanks for joining us again today. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Probably found that one a little bit more difficult on the cardiovascular system because we were moving quite a lot more. Hopefully you found the boxing fun, a little bit different, and like I said, gets us moving, gets that heart rate up and gets us active. As always, keep up to date on our YouTube channel, on Facebook. Feel free to drop me an email as well if you have any questions or if you'd like to join, and we'll see you soon.